Welcome back to B&B Spoilers channel. Today, we'll uncover the intricate layers of betrayal, ambition, and love in the tangled lives of the bold and the beautiful characters. From corporate coups to personal heartbreaks, this week's developments promise to change everything for the Forresters, Logans, and their allies. Let's dive into the chaos. Brooke's bold decision and its rippling consequences. Brooke Logan's acceptance of the CEO position at Forrester Creations was a move no one saw coming, or at least not in the way she framed it. The announcement, splashed across social media for the world to see, sent shockwaves through Los Angeles and left Ridge Forrester reeling. To Ridge, it felt like the ultimate betrayal, his wife siding with Carter Walton and Hope Logan, the very people who orchestrated the hostile takeover of the company he holds so dear. But Brooke insists her decision wasn't a betrayal. Far from it, she claims her move was calculated, a gambit to outmaneuver Carter and Hope from within and restore Ridge and Steffi Forrester to their rightful roles as co-CEOs. Her logic, while sound to her, has done little to convince Ridge, who found himself questioning her loyalty. Why didn't she consult him before making such a monumental decision? Why didn't she give him the courtesy of a heads-up before the public found out? These questions eat away at Ridge as he wrestles with his anger, pride, and confusion. Yet, there's a deeper layer to Brooke's actions. Her intent wasn't simply to reclaim the company for the Forresters, it was to salvage her relationship with Ridge, to show him she was on his side, fighting for him and their shared legacy. Unfortunately, her timing couldn't have been worse. Ridge's emotional spiral, from betrayal to rebound. As Ridge watched Brooke's announcement, a flood of emotions overcame him. Disbelief turned to anger, and anger quickly gave way to a sense of betrayal so profound that he sought solace in the arms of Taylor Hayes. This isn't the first time Ridge has turned to Taylor during turbulent times with Brooke, and history seems to be repeating itself yet again. Upstairs at the Forrester mansion, Ridge and Taylor shared a moment of vulnerability that quickly escalated into passion. For Taylor, this was a chance to rekindle the love she's always harbored for Ridge. For Ridge, it was an impulsive decision fueled by hurt and anger, an emotional salve for his wounded pride. But what does this mean for their dynamic moving forward? Taylor knows Ridge's patterns better than anyone. She understands that his feelings for Brooke are far from extinguished and that this moment may be nothing more than a fleeting attempt to escape his pain. Yet, part of her holds on to hope that this time will be different, that Ridge will finally choose her, not as a fallback option, but as his true partner. The confrontation at the mansion. Meanwhile, as Ridge and Taylor shared an intimate moment upstairs, Brooke arrived at the Forrester mansion, desperate to explain her actions. Her knocks on the door echoed through the opulent halls, a stark contrast to the quiet storm brewing within. When Ridge eventually came downstairs, the tension was palpable. His demeanor was cold, his words sharp, as he demanded answers from Brooke. Brooke, unshaken by his hostility, laid out her plan. She explained that her decision to take the CEO role was a strategic move designed to protect the Forrester legacy. She planned to use her position to persuade Carter to refile the LLC papers, reinstating Ridge and Steffi as co-CEOs. Her intent was to restore balance and unity to the company, but Ridge wasn't convinced. "You put a knife in my back and called it loyalty," Ridge accused, his voice laced with bitterness. Brooke, holding back tears, implored him to see reason. She reminded him of their shared history, their love, and the sacrifices she's made for him. But Ridge, blinded by his own sense of betrayal, refused to see beyond the surface of her actions. Taylor's role, hope or heartache? Taylor Hayes has always been a source of comfort for Ridge, but her role in this saga is far from simple. As she stood by Ridge's side, offering him solace and understanding, she couldn't ignore the fact that she was once again caught in the crossfire of his tumultuous relationship with Brooke. Taylor's love for Ridge is undeniable, but it's also a double-edged sword. Her willingness to be there for him, despite knowing he might return to Brooke, speaks to the depth of her feelings, but it also raises questions about her own sense of self-worth. Is she setting herself up for heartbreak yet again, or could this be the moment where Ridge finally chooses her for good? Forrester Creations, a legacy at stake. While personal dramas unfold, the professional stakes at Forrester Creations are higher than ever. Brooke's plan to reclaim the company hinges on her ability to outmaneuver Carter and Hope, but the odds are stacked against her. Carter's loyalty to Hope and his vision for the company's future make him a formidable opponent, and Brooke's strategy may not be enough to sway him. Adding to the tension is Zende Forrester Dominguez, who has been planted within the company as a spy for Ridge and Steffi. While Zende supports Brooke's efforts, his dual loyalties put him in a precarious position. Can he gather the intel Ridge and Steffi need without compromising Brooke's plan? Or will his involvement further complicate an already volatile situation? What's next for Bridge? The future of Ridge and Brooke's relationship hangs in the balance. Brooke's efforts to mend the rift between them may be too little, too late, especially in light of Ridge's recent actions with Taylor. The trust between them has been shattered, and rebuilding it will be no easy feat. For Brooke, the challenge is twofold: reclaiming the company and salvaging her relationship with Ridge. For Ridge, the question is whether he can look past his own pride and anger to see Brooke's true intentions. And for Taylor, the stakes are equally high. She must decide whether to embrace this second chance with Ridge or protect herself from the cycle of heartbreak that has defined their relationship. A final word on love, loyalty, and redemption. This week's developments on The Bold and the Beautiful underscore the complexities of love, loyalty, and redemption. The characters are navigating treacherous waters, both personally and professionally, with no clear resolution in sight. As alliances shift and betrayals come to light, the only certainty is that nothing will ever be the same. Next, we delve into the riveting twists and turns surrounding Liam Spencer, the lingering shadows of his past, and the flickering hope of a brighter, more romantic future. With New Year's Eve fast approaching, the stakes have never been higher, and neither have the possibilities for transformation. Let's uncover the drama, intrigue, and potential resolutions that await in the coming episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful. The Lonely Road, Liam's year in retrospect. Liam Spencer's 2024 has been a journey through a desolate emotional landscape, one punctuated by missed opportunities and the gnawing ache of unfulfilled desires. After his tumultuous breakup with Hope Logan, Liam has been navigating an unfamiliar world, a world without the steady presence of love or purpose. This past year, he hasn't experienced the grand passions or fiery confrontations that once defined his life. Instead, he's endured a haunting quiet, a stark contrast to the chaos he's accustomed to. For Liam, this solitude has been both a curse and a chance for introspection. While Liam has made strides toward self-discovery, the void left by his fractured relationships with both Hope and Steffi Forrester remains palpable. His heart has been trapped in limbo, yearning for connection yet hesitant to take a leap of faith. A fleeting kiss with his old flame Ivy Forrester earlier this year offered a spark of hope, but that moment was fleeting, just a tantalizing taste of what could be. The stage is set, Ivy's return to Los Angeles. Ivy Forrester's return to the Los Angeles scene has been one of the most understated yet intriguing developments in recent months. Initially reintroduced as a confidant for her niece Electra, Ivy seemed relegated to the background, a mere observer in the unfolding drama of Forrester Creations. But fans of The Bold and the Beautiful knew better. Ivy's reappearance was more than a nostalgic nod, it was the prelude to a story brimming with potential. Ashley Brewer's portrayal of Ivy brings a magnetic charm and emotional depth that fans have sorely missed. As Ivy quietly re-establishes her presence, her chemistry with Liam becomes impossible to ignore. Their history is one of unfulfilled potential, a romance that was as brief as it was impactful. Now, with Ivy back in town and Liam seeking a fresh start, the stage is set for a reunion that could redefine both their lives. Steffi's New Year's Eve bash, a night to remember. Meanwhile, Steffi Forrester is planning the social event of the season, a glamorous New Year's Eve party at the Forrester mansion. For Steffi, this gathering is more than just a celebration, it's a calculated attempt to restore harmony and reinvigorate the family's collective spirit after a year marked by turmoil. But Steffi's role as hostess comes with an ulterior motive: matchmaking. Steffi, ever the orchestrator, has her sights set on finding Liam a new love interest. She enlists one of Forrester Creations' stunning models as Liam's blind date, hoping to reignite his zest for life. The party itself is a spectacle of elegance and excess, with glittering chandeliers casting a warm glow over the assembled guests. Champagne flows freely as laughter and music fill the air. Yet, amidst the revelry, Liam remains detached, his mind elsewhere. The countdown begins, a twist of fate. As midnight approaches, Liam finds himself increasingly disillusioned. His forced conversation with Steffi's chosen date feels stilted and artificial, a reminder of the emptiness he's been trying to escape. With a heavy heart, he decides to leave the party early, slipping quietly toward the door as the countdown begins. But just as Liam opens the door to leave, destiny intervenes. Standing on the other side is Ivy, arriving fashionably late but just in time to change everything. Their eyes meet, and in that charged moment, the world seems to stand still. Without a word, Ivy steps forward and kisses Liam, a bold and electrifying gesture that speaks volumes. It's a kiss that promises not just a happy new year, but a transformative one. Ivy and Liam, a second chance at love. Ivy's kiss is more than just a romantic overture, it's a challenge. It dares Liam to let go of his fears, to embrace the possibility of happiness, and to take a chance on love once more. For Ivy, this moment represents a reclamation of agency, a declaration that she's ready to pursue what her heart desires. Their connection, once a flickering ember, now burns brightly, illuminating a path forward. But the road ahead is far from smooth. Liam must grapple with the weight of his past mistakes and prove that he's capable of growth. Ivy, too, faces her own challenges, as she navigates the complexities of re-entering Liam's life and the potential fallout from those who might oppose their reunion. Together, they must find a way to build something lasting, something real. Steffi's perspective, a plan gone awry. Steffi watches the unfolding drama with a mix of relief and apprehension. On one hand, she's pleased that Liam has found a glimmer of hope. On the other, Ivy's return threatens to upset the delicate balance she's worked so hard to maintain within the Forrester family. As Steffi reflects on her role in bringing Liam and Ivy together, she must confront her own motivations and the unintended consequences of her actions. What lies ahead for Liam and Ivy? The possibilities for Liam and Ivy's future are as boundless as they are uncertain. Will they seize this second chance and forge a new path together, or will old wounds and external pressures drive them apart? How will their rekindled romance impact the broader dynamics within the Forrester and Spencer families? And what role will characters like Brooke, Carter, and Hope play in shaping their journey? As the bold and the beautiful ushers in a new year, one thing is clear: Liam's story is entering an exciting new chapter. With Ivy by his side, he has a chance to break free from the patterns that have held him back and embrace a future filled with promise and possibility. But only time will tell if he's ready to take the leap. Next, we're diving into the explosive twists and turns coming up on The Bold and the Beautiful. From Brooke's fiery confrontation to Zen's high-stakes double-agent gambit, this is one episode you won't want to miss. Let's unravel the drama, layer by layer. The double cross in the boardroom, Zende plays both sides. Our story begins at Forrester Creations, where Zende Forrester finds himself in the most precarious of positions. Tasked by Ridge and Steffi Forrester to act as a double agent, Zende knows his every move is under a microscope. His role is clear: gain Hope Logan's trust and gather intel from the inside. Yet, this mission is no walk in the park. Zen's loyalty to his family clashes with his growing empathy for Hope and the impossible position she finds herself in. In the main office, Zen's acting skills are put to the ultimate test. Hope pours her heart out, detailing her dreams for the future of her fashion line and her struggles to justify her position within the company. Zende, while inwardly conflicted, plays the part of a supportive confidant perfectly. His calculated charm and understanding demeanor keep Hope unsuspecting. But every word she shares is a potential weapon in Zen's arsenal, ready to report back to Ridge and Steffi. Despite his outward confidence, Zende feels the weight of his deceit. The stakes are astronomical. One wrong move could expose him, derailing the Forresters' plans to reclaim their company. As the tension mounts, Zende questions whether he can maintain the charade or if the price of loyalty is too steep to bear. Brooke's discovery, a betrayal that changes everything. Meanwhile, across town, Brooke Logan arrives at the Forrester mansion with a renewed sense of purpose. Armed with a bold plan to reclaim Forrester creations for Ridge and his family, she's ready to share her strategy with the man she still considers her destiny. But what Brooke finds when she bursts through the door is not the warm welcome she anticipated. Instead, she's met with the ultimate betrayal, Ridge in bed with Taylor Hayes. The sight freezes Brooke in her tracks, her plans crumbling as anger and heartbreak take hold. Ridge, who had left her devastated less than a day ago, has already sought solace in the arms of his ex-wife. The pain in Brooke's eyes is palpable, but it's quickly replaced by a fiery resolve. Brooke's rage is not just about Ridge's betrayal, it's about the culmination of years of heartbreak, manipulation, and unmet expectations. For Brooke, this isn't just a personal blow, it's a professional turning point. Why should she fight to save Ridge's legacy when he's so quick to abandon hers? This revelation might be the catalyst that pushes Brooke to embrace a new, more ruthless path. The fallout, a new direction for Brooke. As Brooke storms out of the mansion, her mind races with possibilities. Ridge's betrayal has unleashed a side of her that fans have rarely seen, a woman determined to put herself first, no matter the cost. Brooke begins to reevaluate her plans for Forrester creations. Is it time for her to stop being the savior and start being the queen? Her anger fuels her determination as she considers taking full control of the company and leaving Ridge and Taylor in her rearview mirror. Brooke's potential shift from savior to conqueror could change the entire dynamic at Forrester Creations, setting the stage for a power struggle unlike anything the Forresters have ever faced. The emotional complexity of Zen's mission. Back at Forrester Creations, Zende continues to walk a tightrope. His conversation with Hope leaves him more conflicted than ever. On one hand, he sees the genuine passion and creativity she brings to the table. On the other, he knows the Forresters' plan hinges on his ability to undermine her. Zende reflects on his place in this family feud. Is he simply a pawn in a larger game, or does he have the power to influence the outcome? His internal struggle adds layers of complexity to his character, making him more than just a spy. Zende is torn between loyalty to his family and his growing respect for Hope, creating a rich narrative that keeps viewers guessing about his true intentions. What's next for Brooke, Ridge, and Taylor? As the dust settles from Brooke's shocking discovery, the question remains, what will she do next? Ridge's actions have left their relationship in tatters, and Taylor's involvement only deepens the wound. Brooke's next move could redefine her role at Forrester Creations and in Ridge's life. Meanwhile, Ridge and Taylor must grapple with the consequences of their actions. Was their passionate reunion a moment of genuine connection, or just another chapter in their endless cycle of reconciliation and heartbreak? Taylor, who has often been the second choice, must decide if she's willing to risk her heart again for a man who has proven so unreliable. The stakes are higher than ever. The events of this episode mark a turning point for the bold and the beautiful. Brooke's discovery, Zen's duplicity, and the tangled web of relationships at Forrester Creations set the stage for a dramatic new chapter. With alliances shifting and betrayals piling up, the question isn't just who will come out on top, it's who will be left standing. Thank you for joining us on B&B Spoilers channel. Stay tuned for more in-depth analysis, exclusive updates, and all the drama from the bold and the beautiful. Don't miss the next episode, it's one for the history books.